Hi all, in this session we are going to learn how we are going to host our web application on top of Azure PaaS services. Along with that, we are also going to learn what is Azure PaaS services, what are the different types of services which comes under PaaS services, how we are going to host our web application on top of app services. Everything we are going to discuss in detail in this session. Let us quickly understand what do you mean by PaaS services. Here PaaS stands for Platform as a Services. Here Azure is going to provide us one platform where we can be able to host our web application. Here there is no requirement to create the underlying infrastructure. We don't need to maintain any kind of underlying infrastructure. Everything will be maintained by the Azure only. Simply what we will do, we are going to host our web application on top of Azure PaaS services. Whatever the infrastructure which lies under this entire will be maintained by the Azure only. Here, what type of service we are used in the PaaS service in order to host our web application? This is the question. Here, which service we are going to use? App services. App services is one of the PaaS services which we had utilized in order to host our web application. Okay, and assume you are going to host your project code on top of web application. Simply you have one code in your local repository. Suppose app service project, it is the folder where you have your project code is there. So you just want to deploy this application code on top of app services in Azure. How you will be do? But before hosting this web application on top of Azure App Services, you need to verify whether the project code is functional or not. In order to do that, what we will do? Open Visual Studio Code where I can be able to build my code and I can be able to run my code as well. If it is functioning properly on my local machine, then I'm going to host the same application on top of Azure App Services. So here I'm going to open a local folder. Where is my code? On desktop. Go on desktop. On desktop, app service project. Select folder. So here in Solution Explorer, your project will be opened. Here on the last, just double click it. Just click on Trust and Continue. So it is going to open your project. And initially what you will do, you just need to build your code in order to check is there any errors or not. So here you have the option build, click on build solution. The build started. So it is saying 5 warnings are there. Ignore about the warnings. Is it succeeded or not? Yes. If there is any error, we need to take care. Otherwise, if there is any warnings, we can ignore that. No worries. There is no errors in my code. I want to check whether my web application is successfully running or not. In order to do that, what I will do, from my local browser, I just want to check. So in order to do that, what I need to click here, just click on IIS Express, Google Chrome. If you click here, what it will do, it is going to run your code on your local browser. So this is my local browser. Here if you observe, localhost 58426, it is the port number which it is used because of it is local mission. Here if the project code is successfully working in my local mission, then I concluded that the code is fine and I can be able to push the code over Azure App Services. Here the code is functioning well. So what I will do, I'm going to deploy the same code over Azure App Services. How it will be done? Simply here you need to run. Simply in the Solution Explorer, you have the code. Just right click on the code and here you have the option. The first option is what? Publish. Click on publish. So it is going to redirect you to some page. There, here what you will do? Click on new profile. Here what you need to select? Where we are going to host? In Azure. Click on Azure. Next. And here in Azure, in where you want to host Azure App Service. Here we have the multiple options. based on the requirement you are going to choose that particular options. Here I am going to here my requirement is what? I just want to host my application over Azure App Services. It is the one of the PaaS service. Here click on Azure App Service, click on next. Then it is asking you, okay, you are saying app service. In which account app service I want to install. For that purpose, we need to sign in. Just click on sign in. Sign in Microsoft. Here it is showing which account I have. DevTest 98. Just click on continue. It is asking you to enter the credentials as well. If it is asking, just enter the password. I am ready with the credentials. If you have your own account, just please select your account. Then it is going to establish the connection to the Azure portal from your Visual Studio Code. So once the connection has been established, it is going to show to you. Here, what it is showing, re-enter credentials, it is failed. So here, devtest98 at the rate, okay. Click on continue. So it is facing some kind of issues in order to log on. So yes, it is redirecting me. So I'm going to authenticate myself. Yes, it is asking me password. Okay, I had entered the password. No. This is the correct password. I hope it will log in now. So it just sent a code to my email ID. I am going to mention the password. Just a moment, guys. I am looking for the mail. So here I will get or not. Surely, definitely I will be getting the email. Yes, I had got the email ID. So the code is 413838. Verify. Upon successful verification, it will be connected to the Azure account. Yes, successfully it has been connected. Then here it is showing the tab is on app services. Right now, is there any app service currently running on my Azure account? No. I'm going to show to you each and everything. So here open portal.azure.com. I'm going to log on my portal and I just want to check whether there are any app services currently running on my account. If it is already running, then surely it will be reflected here in Visual Studio Code. But here it is not showing anything. Means there is no services. Here under the RG, did I have anything? I have the resource group RG1. Under the resource group, did I have any web services or app services are running? No. If you want to check at the app service level, just click on app services through GUI, graphical user interface. Are you seen any app services inside of my app services tab? No. Fine. So here click on create new instance. Just a moment, guys. It is redirecting you, and here you want to set the name. Suneel Cloud IT Tech. I am going to set the name Suneel Cloud IT Tech. It is not allowing you space. This resource type not support for currently selected subscription. Okay. Resource group. What is the resource group? Cancel. I am going to create the new instance. Maybe some kind of error is going on. Okay. So here, okay, I am going to leave the app name as it is. Here I am going to select the resource group. What is the resource group? Here I hope it is not at all connected, so that's why it is throwing an error. Re-enter your credentials. What happened? Click on continue. Okay, so once the connection has been established successfully, I am not supposed to get this kind of errors. Just click on sign in. Otherwise, I am going to change the password. Okay, maybe the password. Okay, incorrect. The earlier the password which I had entered is the correct one. So click on sign in, verify. So again, I am going to verify. So 950, sorry, 920530. This is the OTP which I had get over my email ID. I hope this time it is going to establish the connection. Okay, just click on create new instance. Yes, right now it has been successfully connected. So that's why my resource group has been successfully replicated here. Select the resource group you want and hosting plan. So you want to create the new hosting plan. Just click on new one. So here you can select the new hosting plan and in which location you want. So here by default Canada Central has came. So here I am going to select US to US because of my resource group has been created in the East US only. So that's why I had selected East US region. So here I am going to select with the basic thing. So if I have the free subscription, okay, then instead of using the free subscription, I'm going to use S1 1 core 1.75 GB RAM. Okay, and click on OK and create. So here as I'm using the pay as you go subscription, so what are the okay, an error has occurred, deployed, okay. So here I'm going to select the new hosting plan. So I'm going to select the East US and what I am going to select here I am going to select 2 cores 3.5 GB RAM. Okay, let me check whether this been working or not. Just click on create. So it is going to time template deployment failed, deployment status has been failed because of what reason. Try selecting different region or SKU. So this region has a quote of 0 instances for your subscription. Okay, so means here I am getting what error. So I need to change the region. So here the region what I will do. So here I am going to create okay fine. So I am going to host new plan in another region. So okay, region is Japan East. Let me check it will work or not. So here I am going to click on OK. Just click on create. Because of there is quota issue, it is not allowing me to create the app services in the East US. So that's why I had changed the region to Japanese. Maybe while you practicing as well, you will get some errors. Without having the errors, we can't learn nothing. We can't learn. If you have the errors, then only you will understand what exactly is going on. If everything is going on smooth way, then you are not going to learn something. So whenever there is issues, at that time you need to find out the issue, what exact the issue is, how to resolve that issue. Then you become the troubleshooter. Then you will have the technical stuff. Then only you will have the technical stuff. If there is any issue happened in your environment while you are working, then you are analyzing what the error is, how to resolve the error. Yes, I hope this time it has been done. So just let me finish. close. Here just click on publish. So it will be published over the Azure App Services. Here if you open the portal, then you can be able to see the same things which I had mentioned here. Just click on App Services. Here earlier, is there any app services there? No. No app services has been created in earlier. Just now I had created the app services which is in the Japan East. If you click here, you will get some URL. So here, what is the URL? Default domain. So just click here and paste here. Just check the same application how you will be able to access over from your local machine is the same replicated over here or not. Here if you observe, you will get some default page. It is clearly indicating you your app services is running fine, but still my application has not been hosted over the Azure App Services. The platform is ready, but still the code is not ready. If the code is ready, it has been successfully hosted over Azure App Services. It is not reflecting this page. Soon, once my code has been successfully hosted, it is showing the web portal. Like earlier from my local machine, the same page will be replicated over here because of this is my application code which I want to host over Azure App Services. Just refresh the same. Still, it is not yet deployed. If you want to check, here do you want stop debugging? Yes. Here, publishing to Azure App Services. It is still in the process. So once this process has been completed, I can be able to view the same over Azure App Services. Guys, it will take some time. We just need to wait until the lab has been successfully completed. Because of without seeing the final output, if I close the session, then you have some query or you are in the dilemma. Like, is the lab has been succeeded or not? Just wait until the lab has been succeeded. So then only we will close the session. Until the lab has been done, I am not supposed to close the session. Okay. So just bear with me for some time. I am going to show out the output. And in the similar way, actually in CI/CD pipeline as well, what we had done, suppose if there is any modifications happen to the code, what we will do, we are going to done the modification. Once the modification has been done, what we are going to do, we are going to push into repository. From the repository, the CI/CD pipeline will run. It will automatically deploy the changes over the Azure resources. But here, how we can be able to do? So through CI/CD pipeline as well, we can be able to do the process in the similar way. How we can do the Azure IaaS service like virtual machine, in the similar way we can be able to do for the app service as well. But here, are you able to see? So if I refresh here, I'm getting or not? Yes, I had been successfully get the page. Fine, means successfully I can be able to deploy the code which is available on my local machine over the Azure App Services. This is the clear indication. Okay, fine. Suppose right now here what is there? App on service. So the client has some kind of requirement. He just want to make some changes to the code, and how the changes made to the code in local machine will be replicated over the Azure App Services. So here, as a code has been already opened in my local machine, just made, and go here where you will go. Here go to views. Here click on the layout.html. So here I am going to change something. So what I am going to change? I am going to show to guys. Just please bear with me. Calm down, calm down, calm down, calm down, calm down. Here I am found something. Here layout.okay, layout.html. Fine. Yes. Here I am going to edit something. Instead of app service, what I am going to mention? Suneel Cloud IT Tech. This is for lab purpose, so that's why I have made minor changes. In the real-time environment, there are lot of new features has been added to your application code. So this is for lab purpose. That's why I just made some minor changes. Save here where I can save. And once you save the code and right click. So once you save your code, what you will do? Again the same procedure. Right right click, publish. And here, so just a moment, it is again going to publish the code over Azure App Services because of some kind of changes has been happened to the code. So I just want to replicate the same code over the Azure App Services. Then what I had done, I had published the code. Whenever I had published it, it is going to push the code from a local machine VS Code to Azure App Services. Here are you able to see Suneel Cloud IT Tech? Earlier it is a app service page. Right now it has been changed. So in this way, we can be able to deploy our web application on top of Azure App Services. Is the Azure App Services is a service of Azure PaaS services. It comes under Azure PaaS services. Hope you guys understood my session. Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you for joining into my session, and thank you for your support as well. And please do not forget to subscribe my channel, and please, if you love my videos, please comment me on the comment section and hit the bell icon as well. Whenever I had uploaded any kind of new content, then automatically you will get some kind of notification. Then you will be the first person to view my content. And please share with your friends as well, whoever is looking to enhance their skills in the cloud. That will be helpful for them as well. And thank you again for watching my videos, and I will meet you in the next session with a new topic. Until signing off, thank you, bye bye.